I'm Tim Stevens, and this is the 2026 Chevrolet Tahoe Premier. The Tahoe is one of the longest running three-row SUVs on the market, and last year's update gave it some fresh looks and a few choice tech upgrades too. But is that enough to keep it competitive in 2026? We're going to run you through all the numbers, then we'll give it the full Capital One Auto Navigator review treatment to find out. Under the hood, we have a 6.2-liter V8 connected to a 10-speed automatic transmission and a proper 4x4 system as well. It does 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. You'll get 14 miles per gallon in the city, 18 on the highway, and 16 mpg combined. On all four corners, we have 22-inch polished aluminum wheels. Out back, we have a power hands-free lift gate that opens to expose 25.5 cubic feet of cargo behind the third row. Fold that down, that expands to 72.5 cubic feet of cargo. Fold the second row down as well, and you have a massive 122.7 cubic feet of cargo. And if that's not enough, there's 8,100 pounds of towing too. Inside this very nicely appointed cabin of the Tahoe, we have heated and ventilated front seats with a heated steering wheel as well. There's a 17.7-inch touchscreen here that has Google built in, so you've got Google Maps, your contacts, and everything else in there already. Or you can add wireless Android Auto or Apple CarPlay if you'd prefer. There's a 15-inch heads-up display as well, a panoramic sunroof above, and a wireless charger down here. Backseat check on the Tahoe. I'm extremely comfortable in this captain's chair here. We've got two here, obviously. A lot of leg room. The driver's seat is positioned as I would have it if I were driving. As you can see, you've got plenty of room there, plenty of headroom above, and plenty of room in the back third row as well. I have a dedicated climate control system, and these seats are heated too. On top of comfort, we've also got these dual 12.6-inch touchscreens built in the back of the headrest. They have a lot of popular streaming services built in, but there's also dual HDMI inputs down here, so you can bring any gaming system that you want to, and thanks to this three-prong outlet, you can power it here as well. There's also USB-C power there. If that's not enough, it also comes with wireless Bluetooth headphones too. That's all the numbers on the Tahoe. Let's hit the road and see how it drives. All right, we're underway in the Chevy Tahoe, and you can get yourself into a Tahoe for about $63,000 to start. If you want the Premier trim like this one, you're looking at around $78,000. But if you want one that's optioned up like this one, you're going to spend, get ready for it, a little over $96,000. Yes, almost six figures for a Chevy Tahoe, which seems like a lot, but honestly, from the driver's seat here, you're getting a lot too. This interior is actually really nicely appointed. There's a lot of peanut black plastic, for example, here, which I'm not a big fan of, and I don't love the fake wood inlay here in the dashboard. But otherwise, materials look nice, everything generally feels nice, and there's a ton of room, which is about the most important luxury on a road trip that you can have. The ability to stretch out and be comfortable is really, really important. You can definitely do that even all the way back in the third row. But there's a few things in here that, from an interior standpoint, I don't think are strictly necessary. For example, rear seat infotainment systems. I think your average kid today would be happy with an iPad or a Nintendo Switch or something like that, rather than trying to sign into their streaming service on the back of one of these or connect their gaming system over HDMI. I think that's an option that could be left unticked. One option I would go for, probably the 6.2-liter V8. It not only sounds nice, but it gives good power, and if you're towing, if you've got a boat that you want to bring with you or an RV or that kind of thing, the V8 is a really nice option. Okay, the fuel economy is not the best, but if you're spending $96,000 on an SUV, chances are you're probably not too concerned about that. And the ride quality on the Tahoe is really quite nice as well. This one has the 22-inch wheels, which are quite large, but even so, it still gives a pretty good ride quality. You can go all the way up to 24-inch wheels if you go to an even higher trim package. That, I think, is probably going to compromise your ride quality. I would definitely go with the smaller wheel option if you can. And then with the proper 4x4 system here, even if your destination, wherever you're going, is off-road, you have a pretty good chance of getting there thanks to locking differentials and things like that. And again, great towing capacity too, which puts this ahead of the pack when it comes to the utility side of a sport utility vehicle. Then there's also the Super Cruise system, which is available here in the Premier, which is indicated by this row of lights on top of the steering wheel. With Super Cruise, you can go on the highway, push a few buttons, and basically take your hands off the wheel and let the car handle some of the more menial aspects of driving itself. You still need to be paying attention. The driver monitoring system here will be watching you to make sure that you're watching the road, and if you start letting your eyes wander, it'll beep at you and ultimately disable itself. But so long as you play along and you do your part to make sure that the road ahead is clear, the car, again, handles a lot of things for you, speeding up or slowing down based on traffic, even changing lanes to take over other traffic ahead of you. Super Cruise system, I've spent many hours on the highway with it. It's a really great way to basically reduce the stress of driving, which is really what it's all about when you're on a big road trip. So $96,000 does seem like a lot for a Tahoe, but if you've got the money to spend and a long way to go, this certainly seems like a really nice way to spend it. But again, you can get into a car like this for a lot less money, which will still have all the room and all the capability and still be a great choice, as the Tahoe's been for many, many years now.